Hey folks, Sean here, and in this episode I want to talk to you more about tracking metrics and performance related to your B2B SaaS. Now, this is going to involve taking a closer look at the payment gateway Stripe, which is the API I use to handle payments for my B2B SaaS, as well as some dashboards that Stripe provides for you right out of the box that has a lot of the information you're probably looking for related to this area. Now, one of the things I did, which I've done before, but I caught myself this time, is I like to kind of build myself a customized dashboard related to the performance, in particular the financial performance for my B2B SaaS. But as I was building it, I was geeking out about all the cool stuff that I want to track, like MRR, user acquisition, customer acquisition, how long everybody's been a paying customer, trying to get closer to my LTV numbers, so on and so forth. However, what I quickly realized was that my payment gateway, Stripe, provides a lot of this information right out of the box, so I don't need to reinvent the wheel there. That's one of the lessons that I want to share with you in this episode, is that if you're using a payment gateway, especially if you're using Stripe, a lot of this information is already there, and much of it you don't need to try to track manually because they've built a nice, friendly dashboard for you to be able to get a lot of this information. Now, where you'll find that if you're using Stripe is in the billing section and then under the overview. In there, you'll see information related to basically the recurring information that you're more than likely looking for. Right up at the top, you have your MRR, or your monthly recurring revenue, plus you've got the trending information here as well too. Is that number growing in the right direction or is it not? I've got somewhat of a plateau kind of going on here. That's what I want to dive in a little bit deeper, try to find out what's going on and see what I can do to spur some more growth. But the other information, so long story short, this dashboard's really helping me with diagnosing some of these challenges and figuring out what I can do to overcome them. So don't worry about reinventing the wheel here, because you've got not just MRR, I've got all my active subscribers, what that growth looks like, positive or negative, any new subscribers over the same period in which I'm evaluating it, how the growth looks like across my tiers. If your SaaS product is offering multiple tiers worth of options to your users and your customers, you can see how each of those is tracking. That's super helpful as well too, as well as information related to retention, like your churn rate and how much revenue may have been lost and what direction you're trending in terms of that as well also. But some of the other metrics that I was looking at trying to figure out was related to what do my averages look like across my customer base and performance thus far? What's my average revenue per subscriber? And then another really important metric, the potential lifetime value. Now, reason why it's so helpful to have this stuff as you're growing is because you can compare that to, for example, your customer acquisition cost, what you're paying to acquire those customers, or namely, how much you spent in budget and how many customers you added. If you compare that to your lifetime value of the customer, you can run more of a return on investment calculation to see whether or not you're actually making money or you're losing money in terms of what you're paying for that customer and what you're charging for your product and how long they're staying. So all of that math can lead to very helpful business intelligence, which enables you to make sure that your business, your B2B SaaS product, is performing well enough as a business for you and that you are trending in the right direction. If not, you can make some changes, and I'm going to talk more about that in future episodes as well too, because of some changes I would like to make based on some data that I'm seeing.